Today's video is on lesson 3.6, parallel lines in the coordinate plane. So we're going to talk a little bit about what you studied a lot last year, and that was graphing. And we're going to be looking at how do we know lines are parallel in the coordinate plane. So last year you learned about slope, and slope is rise over run, or you also learned that it's y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. You also learned last year that if something has a positive slope, it goes up and to the right, and a negative slope goes down and to the right. So then in the coordinate plane, two non-vertical lines are parallel if and only if they have the same slope. Any two vertical lines are parallel to each other. So we don't specify vertical lines in the theorem because vertical lines are technically undefined as far as a slope is concerned. So to say that they have the same slope, both slopes would be undefined, but we don't actually consider that to be a slope, if that makes sense. So that's why we have to specify that they're non-vertical lines. All right, so a couple examples I'd like you to look at. The three examples on your paper. The Cog Railroad covers about 3.1 miles and gains about 3,600 feet of altitude. What's the average slope of the track? So what's the rise over the run? So it's rising 3,600 feet over a run of 3.1 miles. Miles and feet cannot both be in that answer. You have to convert one to the other unit. And I don't care which way you go with that. Number 2, it says find the slope that passes through negative 3, 0 and 4, 7. So I showed you how to do that at the very beginning of this video. And it's a review from last year. All right, then number 3. If line P1 passes through those two ordered pairs, and P2 passes through the two given ordered pairs there, and P3 passes through those given points, find the slope of each line. And then I want you to tell me which of those lines, if any, are parallel to each other. Now, in order for slope or lines to be parallel, remember their slopes have to be the same. So that's all I have for you today. Make sure those questions get done, and I'll see you tomorrow in class.